Hello and welcome to Mindfulness Mondays on the Motiv8 Gaming channel. My name is Carlos and today we're talking about routines, why they're important and why you should develop one. So just starting off, a routine is basically a predetermined set of actions. It's sort of a game plan that you've made probably the night before or 2 nights before. You schedule it out throughout the week. It's something easy, something that you can write down on a piece of paper, kind of a to-do list, a checklist that you're going to do each and every day that you wake up, from when you wake up to when you go to bed. That includes the time you go to bed, the time you wake up, and everything that you do in between that. So the reason why it's so important to do is because essentially it takes the decision-making process out of what you're going to do for that day. I think a lot of people spend a lot of time figuring out whether or not they should do things. And, how many times have you gone throughout the day saying, oh, I forgot to do that, I forgot to do this, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, and all of a sudden you're juggling five or six different actions, and it turns out you end up getting 1 or 2 things done when you should have done those 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things that would make your day most productive. The reason why that doesn't happen is because there's no structure throughout the day. I think everyone is striving for a sense of accomplishment. When you put your head down to go to bed that night, you really want to say, I took advantage of that day. I did the best that I could do that day to make myself better, to make the people around me better, and to make, my overall life happier, more enjoyable, more excitable, something that I wake up and I go to bed and I'm excited because I'm being productive in my life, and it starts with a routine. So I mentioned it's something that can be easy. It doesn't have to be something that's very detail oriented, from 5 to 6 I'm doing that, 6 to 7. No, all it has to be is just something where that you can follow each and every day, something easy, right? So my routine is going to be different than yours, it's going to be different than your neighbors, it's going to be different than your cousins. Everyone's going to have a different routine, okay? Excuse me. But I think the main thing is to game plan your day. Do not waste your time when you wake up, guys. I think as we get older and we see different aspects of life, you realize how valuable your time is, and that's something that you gotta just understand. It's super powerful, especially, our audience here at Motiv8 Gaming. You guys are young. You guys are usually throughout the school, they give you your own routine, right? You go to first period, second period, third, so on and so forth. So the routine is kind of set for you. But outside of that, what are you doing to get better? Success is not, is not given. Everybody knows that nowadays. I think this new generation, more than anyone else, understands that success comes with hard work. And if you can put yourself ahead of the pack by setting up a routine where hey, you know what? From this time to this time, I'm going to knock out my homework, and then from this time to this time I'm going to study, or start a business, or enjoy myself playing what I like to play, or whatever the case may be, and then at this time I'm going to bed. It just gives you a sense of accomplishment throughout the day, because you're checking off boxes each and every day on that to-do list, on that figurative to-do list. You're checking off boxes. Yeah, I went to school. Yeah, I did my homework. Yeah, I did X, Y, or Z. Now I can go to bed, and I'm going to bed on time, and I'm waking up on time. I'm not hitting the snooze button. I'm not staying up late. I'm doing what I got to do to make my life the best, most productive life that I possibly can. So if you guys don't know anything about Motiv8 Gaming, I'm actually the owner of it. My name is Carlos Aswaje. I'm a professional baseball player. And whenever I talk to people about routines, I always relate it back to what I know best, which is sports, right? So everyone in every major sport has a routine, guys. When we show up at the stadium, we have a set routine. Okay, from 2 to 3, I'm going to be in the batting cages. From 3 to 4, I'm going to practice my defense. From 4 to 5, I'm going to go to the training room and I'm going to get some massage work, treatment, soft tissue work, and then I'm going to go play the game. And then afterwards, I'm going to do an hour of video review on the game, and then I'm going to go home. The reason why we do this is because it keeps your mind right. Okay, guys, like what we're talking about here is all about mental health. It's all about mental discipline, self-confidence, all that. This is all inherent in a routine, guys. It's so important that you understand that self-confidence, self-discipline, all this stuff starts with a routine. And the reason why is because you have the ability to accomplish set goals each and every day. And it's just compound every single day that you're doing a routine, and it's making you feel more disciplined, more self-confident. You know that you're a person that sticks to their word. You know that you're a person that's going to get stuff done when you say, I'm going to get stuff done. And you can lie to everyone else. That's the thing about having a routine. You can lie to everyone else about what you're going to do or what you're not going to do, and you don't come through with it, it's no problem. They don't hold you accountable. But you cannot lie to yourself, guys. When you say, hey, I'm going to do this at this hour, and you set a routine throughout the day and you don't get it done, you feel bad. You really do feel bad about it, and you know that you didn't do everything that you set out to do. You know, so it holds yourself accountable. It puts a different type of accountability on you to be able to be, say, more productive, more efficient, and overall happier person, more confident person. You know, you're gonna have more passion, more confidence every time you talk to somebody. You know that you're a person that sticks to their word, that it comes through when they say they're gonna come through, you know, so that's a big one. You know, and I think something that has kind of been trending, and it's just the nature of things nowadays, is, you know, instant gratification. You know, I think a routine at first is going to be very, very difficult to see the fruits of your labor when it comes to that, because this is not a 1 or 2 or 3 day thing. A routine is built over time, right? So it might start off with 1 or 2 tasks. Like you said, like I mentioned before, maybe it's just getting up on time. You set your alarm for 9 a.m. Hey, I'm up at 9 a.m. Then throughout the day, you're doing whatever you want. But then, you know, I set my schedule to go to bed. I'm going to be in bed at 10 p.m. You know, and no matter what, lights out at 10 p.m. If you could just stick to those 2 things at first, you'll see such a change in your life, because it's going to just transfer over to what you eat, your workout routine, you know, your schooling, socializing with your friends and family. You're going to be more, you know, you're going to be more confident to speak to new people. You know, you're going to have more energy about you because you've stuck to a routine. You know that you're a person that comes through. And I guess the last thing to kind of finalize this kind of rant on routines and why they're important is to understand that everyone's is different. Yours is different than mine, and everyone starts at a different point as well. You know, you have to understand yourself. You got to look in the mirror and say, hey, you know, I'm going to do something that I know I can accomplish each and every day. Maybe that's starting with 1 or 2 items. Like I said, maybe it's just going to bed on time. Maybe it's just waking up on time. But then overall, it's just going to grow throughout time, right? So it's going to be, hey, I'm going to go to bed at 10. I'm going to wake up at 9. I'm going to eat breakfast. I'm going to eat, you know, a healthy breakfast, and then I'm going to go to school. And then the rest is free time. And it just keeps building continuously. But the main thing that I want to get across is the importance. If you want to be successful, if you want to have self-discipline, self-confidence, you want to have a sense of urgency about you, accomplishment, you know, you want to feel good each and every day when you wake up, when you go to bed. You don't want to feel regret that you wasted a day. Make sure to set up a routine, guys. It could be easy, it could be hard. However you want to do it, just make sure you do it and stick to it, and you'll see a huge benefit. Hey, thanks for joining me on this Mindfulness Monday. If you liked what you saw, make sure to click the link and get your free download. It's completely free, no strings attached. Get it now, click on it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks.